Hi everyone, this is Kamila Bendersky, and today's lesson is going to be about a Papageno's Aria from the Magic Flute by Mozart. It's a transcription, it's like a simplified version transcription for piano. And so this video is the first part, the first 3 lines, alright? So let's look at the structure first, alright? So we can see that first 4 bars, we're not counting the upbeat, yeah, the G, are the first phrase, yeah. So let's put letter A right above the first bar. So the first phrase. Kind of stopping here and then taking a breath and then going to the next one. And because it's aria, right, it's music for the voice, so we can certainly think of the singer taking a breath there for sure. Okay, and then the second phrase, we can mark it as so the first one was A1, and this can be A2. Yeah, and then the next 3 bars are going to be A2. Okay, and right after it's going to be second line, 6th, 7th, 8th bar. We can see that it's kind of a beginning of the new phrase, but also the end of the A2 phrase, because the character of the music changes right away. We can notice that the left hand starts having a pattern, yeah, that we haven't had before. And then the right hand has this beautiful melody that we hadn't had before. So let's put B right above the 8th bar, because it's kind of a new phrase there, new material. So this is I'm gonna play A1, A2, and B all together, all right? A2. Beautiful music. Okay, let's start from the A1, and we can see that we have 4 fourths. It means we're gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4. We have the same C position for both hands. So let's look at the left hand real quick. So this is our C position, yeah, in the left hand. So this is middle C here, left hand is here. So we're gonna start from G, and we're gonna go to E right after. All right. So I'm gonna play first 4 bars. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And you can see that we have single notes in the first bar, and then a 5th C and G in the second bar, then 4th in the 3rd bar, right, staccato, and then 5th again, and then 2nd, yeah, those intervals. It's really important to notice those as you learn music. and it gets really easy to sight read and really easy to understand music overall. Okay, so don't forget about staccatos, don't forget about an accent in the second bar. You can see like a little arrow right above G and also below E in the right hand. This is an accent, so it means you have to play a little more, yeah, with more weight on the first note. Okay, I'm gonna play one more time, left hand. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. All right, now right hand. Should be pretty easy. The same C position. I'm gonna start from C. The same. So we're gonna play all the staccatos, all the notes in the first bar are staccatos, and then you can see we have lines, slurs in the second and third bars. Those lines connecting those 5 notes. It means you should play them legato. Yeah? Legato means connected, so every note is connected to the other one without separation. Okay, so the first bar. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna play a little slower. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now I'm gonna play it together. Yeah. So when you play staccatos, try to think that your hand kind of goes up, up, and then down on the accent. Down, down, up, down, and then a little bit less on the chord in the fourth bar. All right. Okay, A2. Yeah. So we have pretty much the same. Instead of 4 bars, we have actually 3 bars. Yeah. Which is nice. All right. So I'm gonna start with my left hand. I'm gonna start from G again, staccato. So the G that is in the 4th bar is an upbeat to the 5th one. All right. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Yeah. So one more time. We're gonna start from G. 4, 1, 2. Then second F and G, staccato. Yeah. 3, 4. And then third E and G. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So it's really important to count here, yeah, because we have rests, we have different note lengths here, and it's really important to count. Okay, so right hand. Okay, 5th bar. So we're gonna start from the 4th finger on F. All right, C position. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Okay, so here in the 6th bar, it's actually a little tricky because we have an accidental F sharp. This little mark before F, yeah. So it means sharp, and it means we have to raise the note by half tone. So instead of F here, you're gonna play F sharp, the black note, alright? And then on the way back, we have a natural, yeah? A different sign, accidental sign. So on the way up, we're gonna play F sharp. On the way down, we're gonna play F natural. Okay, I know it's a little tricky, but you can do it. And then also, instead of fourth finger on F sharp, you're gonna play with the third one, because we have to have space, right, to play G and A. This is gonna be really uncomfortable if you play the fourth finger here. So again, G, F sharp, G, A, G, F natural, E, D, and you come to D with your first finger. Then you change, yeah, so it's 7th bar. You change it to 2nd, and then finish the phrase. One more time. 5th bar. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. It's really important here to, first of all, to count, right? The 8th notes. Really important that they're even. You can even count 2 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Yeah, so they're really precise. And it's really important to play the same fingers written in the sheet music, because otherwise it's going to be really uncomfortable to play. Alright, so let's look at the B part. Yeah? Let's look at the left hand. We can notice that the left hand has this pattern. Yeah? Usually it's like a pattern that classical composers of classical period would use. It's really common pattern. So okay, so C position again. So we're gonna start with E with the third finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So it's really easy. So those are melodic intervals, yeah? Melodic intervals, those are played not together, but separately. So here we have a melodic third, then melodic fourth, melodic fifth, melodic second, melodic third, melodic fourth, melodic fifth, and then harmonic second, harmonic third, harmonic fifth, and then for the first time here we have a triad, yeah, an actual chord. So every time you have a chord that consists of 3 or more, or like you see that there's more notes than 2, usually 3 and more, it's usually a chord. If it's only 2 notes, it's an interval. So we have a C major chord here. Okay. Okay, right hand. Right hand is pretty easy. I'm gonna start with 8th bar. All right. I'm gonna start with C with my first finger. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can see that right hand is a little more complicated. There's more 8th notes. But if you actually analyze every passage, every 8th note passage, it becomes so easy. So the first 8th note passage is in 9th bar. Yeah? It's actually a descending scale from G to C. Really easy. And then 11th bar, we have C it again, but played melodically. Yeah, or you can say melodic thirds. Yeah. And then again, descending scale from G to C. Very easy. So I'm gonna play those together. Okay, so a few things I want to remind you about mezzo forte right in the beginning. It means not as loud, yeah. Still pretty loud, but not as much. Then accent. Don't forget about the slurs and staccatos. We have a crescendo in fifth bar, which means getting a little louder, and then diminuendo right after that, and then dolce, which means sweet, and then again crescendo right in the end. Yeah. So again, I recommend you listening to the piece, the actual piece, and listening to the voice and trying to maybe simulate it in a way, and I think it's gonna help you. Well, the second part is gonna be right after this. Thank you.